Watching the film, it feels like a story that's been made with a lot of love. I believe this is quite a personal story for you.
Well, I'm talking about people. Well, I'm talking about my family. I'm talking about the women that raised me. I'm talking about the people in Earth that I love the most. So I guess that comes through. But by the same token, I think that the emotional response that people are having speaks about their own experiences. I think that the response is less about the literal aspect of what audiences see in the film, but as the connection that they are having with their own experiences.
You've got so many people that want to work with you, but you chose to write direct. You were the cinematographer as well, I believe, on this film, and also co-edited. What was the reason for you wanting to do that?
No, throughout my films, I direct and write and edit and produce most of them. The new thing here was acting as cinematographer, and that just happened because Emmanuel Lubezki, my all-time collaborator, suddenly our times went off sync. So it was himself who said, you know what, you have to do it.
Just an incredibly powerful and emotive film, isn't it?
Yes, and what's been so beautiful is to notice that people around the world are being able to relate to it, because I knew it was going to be beautiful and unique, but I really didn't expect people from so different nationalities to connect with it and to connect with their own experiences.
It's interesting because, the women are incredibly strong. It's like a silent strength, isn't it, that they have?
Yes, it's a very complex relationship, and I also think that Alfonso is talking about these beautiful women that tend to be given for granted and that tend to be invisible, and he's also talking about this perverse relationship between race and class.
True. And there's some great kids in this that bring some real kind of levity to the story, don't they? Make uplift.
Oh yes, and they were incredible. We all ended up being like a family. We were all waiting in a house that was beside the one we were filming in, and we started to really become a real family. With Leo and the kids. They were so nice.
This is a very personal story for Alfonso. So for you, he directed it, he wrote it, and he was a cinematographer as well. How did that help you as an actor? Because he is so close to the material.
Of course, he would say really concrete things that will help us get into the character and what the character was going through. But also, he would tell us that he chose us for a specific reason, and that we had to trust that and let it flow, because the characters were really within us.
Would you say as well that this story it shows the empowerment of women?
Yes, but in a different way. These are women that are like everyday life heroines. They're women that raise kids, that work, but they make food, they change the children's clothes, they take them to school, and sometimes we just don't acknowledge this kind of work.
Just take it for granted.
Exactly.
This story is a simple story, but incredibly powerful. Is that what you thought when you read the script?
¿Tú también pensaste eso cuando leíste el guión?
No leí el guión, no nos lo dieron. La grabación se fue haciendo así con indicaciones que él nos daba. Él fue muy celoso con su guión, pero poco a poco fui descubriendo que tenía temas muy fuertes como sociedad.
I never got to read the script. None of us did, because actually Alfonso did not share it with any of us. He was very jealous of his script. The way he did it is he was giving us specific instructions to each of us, and we were going day by day. So as we went, I started finding out that the film was really dealing with, as you say, with very, very important and strong topics.
In that case, then, the arc of your character was very organic, the way that you grew with it as you were filming.
Quiero creer porque me sentí muy afín a mi personaje. Era algo que yo había visto desde niña. Mi mamá es nana, entonces era como que yo ya tenía más o menos una idea de cómo trabajar en una casa.
Well, I want to believe so because it is something that I definitely relate to and I identify with because my mom has also been a nanny. So it's something I've seen before and I know how to do.
And working with Alfonso, who was so close to the material, this is a very personal story for him as well. Did that give an extra responsibility?
Una responsabilidad.
Sí, porque tenía que lograr llegar al punto que él necesitaba, pero creo que igual me confié demasiado al saber que él era un gran director y solo pensé que si él decía que iba a salir, pues era porque así tenía que ser.
Yes, because I actually believed in him so much that I just trusted and I knew that whatever he said, I was going to be fine, even when I had some doubts about being able to get to the point he wanted me to.